Swedish Melodifestivalen in the 60s wasn't spoiled with modern pop music, but in the end of the 60s that began to change, and in 1968 the most modern song of them all won the contest. The singer was pretty unknown for the big audience, but that changed over one night. The single sold gold in a few days in Sweden and also became a huge hit in Norway. It has been over 50 years since the sex symbol Claes-Göran Hederström took Sweden by storm, but now we want to know what has happened since then. How come the song was given to him and what does he remember from London in 1968? I'm your host, Emil Löfström, in color, and this is Eurovision Legends. Welcome to Eurovision Legends, Claes-Göran Hederström.
Thank you, Emil. How are you doing?
I'm very good, and you?
I'm fine. It's a little bit early in the morning for me.
Barely awake at 12 o'clock.
I'll manage.
At 21 years old, together with Mona Westman, you made your premiere on the Swedish radio chart Svensktoppen with the song Någonting fånigt, a cover of the monster hit Something Stupid with Nancy and Frank Sinatra.
Och efteråt så går vi någon annanstans och får oss lite lugn och ro. Och sen så är det hänt förstås, jag säger någonting fånigt som I love you.
How did you get into the music business from the beginning?
That's a long story.
Can we take the his pitch version?
All right. My brother had started an orchestra, a band in our cellar at home, and he wanted a singer. That's a short story.
Okay. Can we take it a little bit longer?
He asked me, I was in England at the time, and he visited me in Luton, England, and on a lawn in Luton, he asked me if I could join the band, and I said yes, because we've done some music together at home, my brother and I, so I was familiar with this band.
I have heard that you used to be a very honest car dealer, perhaps the only one in the world before.
Where have you heard that story?
Tell us.
Well, I was employed at the GM company, and a couple came and wanted to have a van, and I saw that they had very little money. So they chose a very cheap car, and the deal was, it was all right. But at the last moment, I said, don't buy that car because it will run for a few months and then it's ready for the scrapyard.
So you quit your job at a car dealer and ended up in the Swedish pre-selection in 1968 with a song written by Peter Himmelstrand. Swedish television chose you to compete before you had a song. How come?
Not really, because I was at the record company, and the manager of all the songs and arranger was the conductor of all the songs in the contest. So he chose me. And he also chose the rest of... We were 3 singers from the same company, I think.
I believe it was Tova Karlsson and Mona Westman.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you remember any of the other songs you chose from? And was it up to you to choose the song?
It was up to me, but the song... It was already determined that this was the song.
Okay.
So I had no saying. But they knew what they were doing, so...
And the songwriter Peter Himmelstrand competed with 2 more songs, as we said before. It was Tova Karlsson, Du vet var jag finns, and Mona Westman, Gå och göm dig, åker tråk. And that song later became a success in Sweden too.
Oh, yeah.
Du vet var jag finns när du ångrar dig, när du känner saknaden efter mig. Det är lika bra, du har nyckeln kvar, och att inte du tar ner allt du har.
This wasn't the composer's first attempt in a contest, since he got an honorable third place the year before with the evergreen Alla har glömt, sung by Tova.
Oh, I remember that, yes.
In fact, Peter Himmelstrand was a really big deal back then and for the following years. How come you ended up working with him?
That was the record company. Mats Olsson, the conductor of the old venue, was a friend of his. And they had done many songs together.
The Börjar, verka, kärlek is a true classic in Sweden, and I think a big part is the rather special lyrics. What do you say? Shall we do a little translation of some of the more iconic lines for our non-Swedish listeners?
There is an English lyric to it.
Yes.
But that doesn't resemble anything, I think.
Exactly. I translate now directly from Swedish.
All right.
Last night I went with you on a sad movie, though I wanted to see Bang Bang. And then I sat and listened to a string quartet. I just like dang dang.
All right.
And maybe I shall make clear here that Bang Bang is like a cowboy movie and not a Bang Bang movie.
And dang dang, that's onomatopoetic for a distorted guitar, I think.
Yeah. What are your personal favorite line in the lyrics?
There aren't any favorites.
But you like the lyrics?
Yes.
How did you react when you first heard the song?
I don't remember, but I don't think I reacted in any special way. That was just another song. It wasn't until I heard the arrangement that it clicked, so to speak.
So you didn't hear from the beginning that, oh, this is a hit?
No.
I förrgår sa jag plötsligt nej till killarna när de skulle ha ett party. Sen satt jag en hel kväll och konverserade med din mamma. Åh, vad artig. Det börjar verka kärlek, banne-mej. Sånt som man ser på bio, tänka sig. Jag är väl misstänksam, men tanken sticker fram. Men för all del, jag kan ha fel.
What are your memories from the pre-selection?
It was over half a century ago, so my memories are very vague. It's all a blur.
Do you remember who your competitors were?
A few of them. Svante Thuresson, and they had me as a winner of the... They told me that you're going to win.
Yeah?
And they were right.
Do you remember who you thought was your biggest competitor? Or did you think that you would win it yourself?
I don't remember any thoughts of that, really. It came as a surprise when I won. So it never occurred to me that I might win. I don't think so.
Were there 2 points more than Svante Thuresson, who won 2 years before? And his song Du en vårvind i april, you won the contest. What happened directly after this victory?
A lot of press attention and a lot of photographers.
Yeah.
And chaos. And then I went on a tour.
Eurovision in 1968 was held in the Royal Albert Hall in London, since Sandy Shaw won the year before with Puppet on a String, and the first time it was broadcast in color.
Yes, but not in Sweden. I have vague memories of that too. I remember the Albert Hall, of course. Yeah, I remember the first rehearsal. We were last at that day, so the musicians were very tired. And the drummer, who has an important role in the intro, bop, 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 and he played it wrong. And Mats Olsson, our conductor, lowered his voice and said, you have to do that again. And then he played again. And he lowered his voice even more and said, if you play that mistake again, I'll have another drummer in your place. And that was a signal for everyone. So they played like nobody's business. So even I think it was a saxophonist, he stood up and played an ad lib in the middle. That wasn't in the arrangement. That was quite fun. And they seemed to like the song after that. I remember that Cliff Richard kicked me in the ass for good luck. That's about it, what I remember. But not any 52 years ago.
I know.
And I'm 75 now, so my memories are fading away.
2 days before the contest was held, Martin Luther King was killed. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Did that affect the atmosphere in the hall?
No, I didn't notice that. They were all concentrated on what they were going to do, so I don't think the outside world existed, really.
You mentioned Cliff Richard here before, who sang for United Kingdom, and he was tipped as the winner beforehand.
Yes.
But you were one of the front runners too, according to the betting odds. Did you feel the pressure?
No.
Not at all?
I was young and innocent, and I thought everything was just fun, so I didn't. And I noticed that Cliff Richard was very nervous because it was his home field, so the pressure was on him.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be.
Did you have a personal favorite yourself of the songs?
No.
You performed in a black suit in silk brocade with a tie from fashion designer Yves Saint Laurent. That sounds expensive.
No, I didn't pay anything, so it wasn't expensive for me. It was stolen from me a long time ago. I had it stored in a cellar somewhere, and we had a break-in.
Okay. Do you remember who made your styling?
Yes, I remember. It was Janne Haldorf's wife. Janne Haldorf, the film director.
Did you have anything saying in the choice of the outfit?
No.
Did you personally like it?
Yes.
Yeah. With 15 points, you got a 5th place, which was Sweden's 3rd best result since the debut in 1958. Were you satisfied with that outcome?
Yeah, I didn't have any expectations, so it was all right. And I was the favorite in the green room, I noticed, by the other artists. And the first point that ever was given to Sweden. And everybody said, oh.
You don't remember anything special from the green room that you can share with us now?
I remember that, I think it was Ireland, who with 1 point passed me. And that was the last votes of the competition. And we exchanged smiles at one another.
What was your opinion about the winning song from Spain?
I think that was a knockoff, so to speak, of With a Little Help of My Friends, if you remember that song.
Yeah?
They just almost stole the whole song. That's my recollection. I don't know if that was right.
Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine.
And I thought that the best song was Cliff Richard. Now I remember. And that was the hit of Europe after that song.
Absolutely. Do you remember the reaction in the green room when Spain won?
No, I don't have any recollection of that.
At least it has easy lyrics.
Oh, la la la, all right, yes.
Several covers in Swedish of your song have been made since 1968. And did you know that it has been covered in Finnish, Danish, and drum roll, please, Persian.
No, Persian as well.
Yeah.
Muut pojat lähti toissa illan pirskeisiin, minä vain en mennyt mukaan. Jeg sad og konverserede om teatrene med din mor så pænt og artigt.
Finnish version once, yes.
More than 10 years after your contribution, an English version of the song was released. How did this come about?
Whoa, what was that? How did that happen?
I can fresh up your mind with saying the song ended up on an album released together with Alhambra in 1979.
Oh yes. That was a record we made ourselves. Alhambra made ourselves.
Yeah?
And that was why. And we had a lot of English covers on that, American covers on that record, I think. I don't remember really.
The lyrics of the song was completely changed.
Yes.
Who made the English lyrics?
I don't remember his name. He's a music professor in Sweden. He was involved in the Pirate Bay thing. Do you know who it is?
No.
He was a singer as well in... Don't say no, it's the end of the world.
The Caretakers, Mike Wallace.
Mike Wallace, yes. And he's now a music professor in Sweden.
And how did you get in contact with him?
That was the record company's doing.
How come it took 10 years to release an English version of a monster hit?
Because my record company at the time didn't release it.
Mm-hmm.
We made a version, but never released it. I don't know why.
But that wasn't the same version that later got released.
No. The first version was exactly the same as the Swedish version. So.
Okay.
Would I change it? I said never. Whoever thought I'd have to eat my words? One sparrow could replace my nest of birds. But life's a funny thing. Like winter turns to spring. My time has come. My time has come.
What happened after Eurovision? I mean directly after Eurovision.
I went on a tour in the Swedish folk parks, folkparkerna. And I had over 80 gigs in 3 months. And at the time, my memory was incredible because I could point out every park I was in the right order. And that was over 80 gigs. I don't remember now what I did last week, but I could remember 82 gigs in the right order. So
in a row. Yeah.
Yes.
Your next success in Sweden was a cover of the Beatles.
Oh, Hey Jude, yes. I think.
And Obladi Oblada.
Oh, that was it. All right.
Obladi Oblada, så är livet. Livet är ju bara så. Obladi Oblada, så är livet. Livet är ju bara så.
How come the next song was a cover and not an original song?
I don't know what they were thinking at the company. I had those ideas myself, so I just relied on the company.
In 1973, you were back in the Swedish pre-selection. Was this your first attempt since 1968?
Yes.
Du var mitt stöd i lust och nöd. Du var mitt blod som alltid sker. Historien om en vän. Jag älskar dig igen. Och jag kände. Och världen var tvärtom. Med kärlek utan om. Och orden bara kom.
It was composed by a friend of mine, two friends of mine, Claes-Göran and Henkan Henriksson.
This time the outcome wasn't quite as good as the last time. You ended in an 8th place. But
yes.
Can you take us back to your memories from this pre-selection?
No.
But I guess you remember which won and who came third.
That was Malta who won, I think.
Yes. Later changed name to Nova because they couldn't compete with this name as a country.
Yes, and ABBA was second, weren't they?
No, they were third.
They were third?
Yeah.
Who was second?
Vår lilla värld, även om natten. Du bär en längtan stark som törst. Här finns ditt vatten. Vi väljer denna en ömhet som är störst den för varandra.
I don't remember that.
Do you remember if you thought the best song won?
I was a bit torn. I thought Malta eller Nova was a very good song.
Yeah.
And I thought ABBA was a good song as well. I couldn't decide really.
In the interval act in Melodifestivalen in 1991, you sang a rejected song together with the composer, your old friend Peter Himmelstrand. Do you remember this?
Yes.
The song was called Gilla den här låten, snälla ni, directly translated to Please like this song, pretty please. How come you joined the composer on stage, and was it written for you from the beginning?
No, it wasn't written for me. Peter Himmelstrand, I didn't know that I was joining him.
Oh.
That came as a surprise because it was about Peter Himmelstrand really. So that was a plead from him that he wanted his songs to be recognized.
Yeah.
It was self-ironic on his side, and I turned up, and he was quite surprised because I was there, very secretive.
How was your relation with Peter Himmelstrand?
Very good.
Yeah.
I liked him very much.
I know that he sadly passed away with problem with his lungs. He was a heavy smoker.
Yes.
And I know that he tried the best to get his friends to quit smoking. But you haven't stopped smoking, I hear.
No.
No?
Why should I? I have no problems with smoking.
It is so.
It doesn't affect my voice at all.
Rumors say that you entered a song for the pre-selection this year, 2021.
Yes, but that was never... Den blev aldrig uttagen.
No, the selection panel never chose it.
No.
Will you release the song?
I don't know. They're talking about it.
Yeah?
And if they ask me, I say yes, but I don't know.
Who did you write it with?
I didn't write it. Yes, I some lines I did write. The song was written by Fredrik Ingå, the composer, and lyrics me and Lars E. Karlsson.
Was this the first time you submitted a song for the pre-selection in Sweden, or had you done it several times since 1973?
No, it was the first attempt.
Okay. You never got any more smash hits for the big audience, but are still remembered in Sweden as Mr. Banne-mej. Why you think you never got any more hits?
It's hard to beat a hit like that, so I don't know really. Because I hadn't any own opinion about what songs to record. That was up to record companies, so I was in their hands.
Was it a good record company?
Well, I think so. I don't know. I don't have anything to compare with, so.
What have you done since you cut back on your music career?
Oh, a lot of things. I've been a teacher. I've been a furniture salesman. I've been working at the docks here in Norrköping, and a lot of things.
What are you doing today in your life?
Nothing at all. The thing I do best, that is nothing.
Do you still watch Eurovision every year?
No.
A little bird whispered in my ear that you were a big fan of the Spanish song in 1983 that ended joint last with 0 points.
Yes, that was a good song. ¿Quién maneja mi barca? I remember the title still.
¿A quién maneja mi barca? ¿Quién? Calaverita me lleva. ¿Quién? ¿A quién maneja mi barca? ¿Quién? Calaverita me lleva. ¿Quién? ¿A quién maneja mi barca? Calaverita me lleva. ¿A quién maneja mi barca? Calaverita allí me lleva.
Tell us, why did you like this song?
I think it was because there was a Arabic touch in it.
Yeah.
And, you can hear that in Spanish songs, the influence of... It was a bit different from the other songs. I don't remember the girl who sang it. I don't remember her name.
Remedios Amaya.
Amaya, oh, right.
Thank you so much for this nice chat, Claes.
All right, thank you.
And thanks to you all listeners out there in the world. I hope you enjoyed this chat with me and Mr. Banne-mej, Claes-Göran Hederström. And if you did, subscribe, like, and write a review and tell your friends about Eurovision Legends. You find Eurovision Legends on Facebook and Instagram, and all information's on my website, eurovisionlegends.se. This has been a joy, Claes.
That's for me too.
Goodbye so long, old pals, I'll miss you so. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. There's something driving me, life's come alive in me. My time has come, my time has come, my time has come.